Gonna kick off the stream by talking about some Grand Theft Auto 6. Had to drop $60 on a new PS5 controller. The stick drift is the devil. James Bond game developer reacts to the Grand Theft Auto 6 delay and explains why the game is good for the industry. Hitman developer IO Interactive, which is coming out, the new 007, it comes out next year. 007 First Light, it's coming out March 2026, has commented on Rockstar's decision to delay GTA 6 from May 2026 to November 2026. That's what they say. I don't know if any of y'all believe that. Let me know in the chat. Do y'all actually believe it's coming out in November 2026? I believe this game has been delayed enough to where we shouldn't trust their word, period. It ain't coming out until it came out. That's what I believe. Seeing is believing. Till I see a proper game. Friendly reminder, they said it's coming out in November 2026. We have not gotten a proper gameplay demo. Like, you remember yesterday during the Xbox conference when they showed off that new Rabbit game? What was it called? I forgot what it was called, but it looked really cool. It was like an action adventure, Devil May Cry type of game. That was the first time we ever saw that game. We got 4 minutes of gameplay. Zoo Punk, yeah. We haven't gotten, it doesn't need to be like a 30-minute, hour-long demo, but like we haven't gotten a 5-minute demo. Just showing off some basic mechanics in GTA 6 and it's supposed to come out. Okay. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying seeing is believing for me. Shout out to Dion with the super chat. He said, thanks for the laughs at the end of my mailman shift. Okay, shout out to all the mailmen out there delivering the packages. I know that shit's stressful during, especially during the holidays. I appreciate the super chat. At this point, until it's added to my library, I don't believe it. Real shit, real shit. Shout out to King Domes with the resub as well. IO CEO Hakan Abrak was asked by GI Biz if he feels pleased that GTA 6 moved further away from 007 First Light, which for those who don't understand why that question is being asked, in the industry, a lot of people are afraid of Grand Theft Auto 6 because when that game comes out, it's probably going to eat into everybody else's profits because people have limited money, the consumer. So a lot of people are going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6 over another game that comes out the same week or like the same month or whatever. So that's probably why they're asking. Why are they asking this man about another game? It would be a lie not to say that obviously spring looks really good. He said 007 First Light's release window. The game launches on March 27th, which is about 2 months before GTA 6's May 26th release date before Rockstar pushed the game to November 19th, 2026. While the CEO may be relieved to know 007 First Light now has much more space between it and GTA 6, he said, GTA 6 is a welcome thing for the industry. That's because he said GTA 6 could help bring lapsed gamers back, which could then help lift the industry overall. I do believe a lot of gamers who maybe haven't played for a while will get into things again, and generally for the industry as a whole, I think that'll be amazing, he said. Basically, he's taking the approach of I'm not going to hate on Grand Theft Auto 6. Rising tides raise all ships. And I would say I would agree with this statement if it was another game. He's trying to argue he thinks that with the success of Grand Theft Auto 6, this will get more people into gaming that maybe were tired of gaming. They felt burnt out. Maybe they're tired of the business practices. Maybe feel like there's not enough interesting games out. It'll bring those gamers back to thanks to Grand Theft Auto. And I would agree. I think it is going to bring people who are burnt out back to play games. But I think specifically, maybe not all of them, I think most of them are going to come back to play Grand Theft Auto. This is not a case where like when Elden Ring came out, like you remember the janitor was asking you about Elden Ring. Your mom was asking you about Elden Ring. Like people who don't traditionally game, people were trying out Elden Ring. I don't think Grand Theft Auto is going to do that. I think it's going to attract the casual gamer that may be burnt out. Of course, the people who are already interested, it's going to bring them back, but I don't know if it's going to bring in like new people, not tired of gaming, tired of a specific type of gaming. Just because it's like it's a similar experience. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because GTA is just fucking massive. But I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna have like it's gonna bring back the tired and ball and gun gamers that feel gaming is dead and hasn't been the same since the 90s or 2000s. GTA got the hype, but it don't got the player base. No, it's got the player base. It's got a player base because I mean people are still on the T Grizzly server. Bruh, Elden Ring was not all that. Didn't it sell like 30 million copies? Just say you can't beat the game, nigga. You don't gotta like the game. That's fine, but I guess Elden Ring definitely did. Like my girl's a Call of Duty player. Elden Ring is one of her favorite games of all time now. Like it brought in a lot of people that don't traditionally play those type of games. And that's what I'm trying to argue. I don't know if it's going to bring in people who are going to go and try new things, because that's what he's arguing. I don't think GTA 6 is going to bring burnt out gamers back into the ecosystem and then they're going to go and try Expedition 33 afterwards. I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is it's going to bring them back. They're going to play Grand Theft Auto 6. And if they do stick to gaming, they're going to play Madden 2K, Call of Duty. It's niggas comparing Elden Ring to GTA. Relax. I didn't compare it. You're not comprehending what I'm saying. You're not comprehending what I'm saying. It's okay. The conversation's going over your head. You said the YouTube chat already with the 2 strikes? Already with the 2 strikes, bruh. What I'm saying is I don't think it's going to attract the open-minded type of person that's open to other things other than Grand Theft Auto. It is going to attract people who like ball and gun games and that were burnt out due to microtransactions. But I don't personally think Grand Theft Auto is going to get somebody to go and play Metaphor ReFantazio. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that. You don't have to agree with it, but I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. Yo, chill, Black Hoodie. Elden Ring made me like Souls games. Ding, ding, ding. That's what I'm arguing. Elden Ring made a lot of people like Souls games. Even Expedition 33 and Baldur's Gate 3, that made a lot of people who don't like turn-based games like turn-based games. What he's arguing in this article is it's going to usher in. He's basically saying, oh, you like Grand Theft Auto 6? That means you're probably going to play 007 First Light. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm starting to think people are just listening slow. No, you got to keep in mind, people don't read as much anymore. I get so many videos from teachers on TikTok of kids just complaining they don't want to read, comprehend it. Like, comprehension is at an all-time low. I never said Elden Ring is bigger than Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is bigger than Elden Ring. I never said that. Like, that's not the argument. I was talking about impact and influence. I think people that like GTA would be interested in 007 also. Elden Ring is for a specific demo. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll give you that. I think, what was I thinking? James Bond isn't a good example. Maybe they'll go play James Bond because that's a shooting game. But I don't think people who play Grand Theft Auto 6 are necessarily going to go play Elden Ring. That's the point I'm trying to make. Versus Expedition 33 got a lot of people to try other different types of games. I think GTA 6 has a higher chance of attracting players that will try. Yeah, like I'll give you all that. I'll give you all that. So his game might boost from it, but I don't think it's going to help the industry as a whole. Because if that was the case, I mean, what about GTA 5? GTA 5 is a perfect example. I feel like we have the data right there. Niggas who play GTA 5 play GTA 5. They are still on the T Grizzly server recording mixtapes. They are not playing Expedition 33. They're recording TikToks talking about why is this game nominated for Game of the Year. I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah, thank you for listening, finally. He's seen the light. It finally registered. It took you 10 minutes. Do you think GTA 6 will be the last GTA 6 game? Nah, as long as GTA makes money, they'll keep pumping that shit out. Yeah, it clicked for him finally. That's great. Glad to see you catch up, YouTube chat. I hear what you're saying. That just threw me off at first. Yeah, you got in your feelings, and unfortunately, that's what a lot of people do. I hate to use you as an example. They'll hear one thing and they'll interpret what I said versus what's actually said. That's you filtering things through your emotion, and you got to take a step back and like just listen to what people say and like relax. And also keep in mind, we just talk about video games, man. So like that's why I said like I'll and when I'm wrong about something, let's get something straight. I'll move off a point because like I'll agree with y'all. Like, you know what? I'll readjust what I said. I think people who play GTA 6 and are burnt out from gaming, they might try 007 because that's a shooting game, but they ain't trying Metaphor ReFantazio. They ain't trying that shit. They not trying Persona 5. So I don't think GTA 6 as a whole is going to help the industry. It might help some games, but like I said, GTA 5, that's the perfect data right there. Niggas do not get off GTA 5. They are on the T Grizzly server, playing their mixtapes and recording YouTube videos and TikToks saying that Hades 2 or Silk Song is a fucking cool maths game. It's not a real game. It's not the Game Awards is not by real gamers. So you have to. It's not gonna. GTA 6 is not gonna change the. It's not gonna change the mind frame of somebody who's closed minded. That's a societal issue. That's all I'm arguing. You put me on the metaphor. Type shit. But yeah, I would say with this article, I half agree. I think GTA is gonna help, but it's not gonna help as much as he probably thinks it's gonna help. Metaphor was my game of the year last year. It was mine last year too. The only way to get YNs to play new genres is to add emotes to JRPGs, or you have to like spoon feed it to them, like hold their hand. I found personally, dealing with people who haven't played different types of game genres, I found that they don't necessarily dislike these game genres. They don't understand them, and you got to help them. Like you got to like, especially if it's like a multiplayer game that they've never tried before. If you can convince your friend to try it, you got to hop in the party and play with them. Like you can't leave them alone. And then once it clicks for them, because a lot of it is they're just not good at the game. So then they'll say that shit is ass, and people are not aware of that. Have you checked out Hell Is Us? Hell Is Us. I don't know that one. Which one is that? Wait, is that game I said, need Jesus? Hell Is Us? Oh, yeah, I remember this game. I think I got offered a code for this. I just didn't have the time to play this one. Was it good? Did you like it? Definitely had to convince one of my friends to get on Baldur's Gate and had to play co-op for them to enjoy it. And then once it clicks for them, it opens up their mind. It's like anything else. Like you don't just wake up and start driving. Your parents have to teach you how to drive, or you have to go to driving school. And then eventually you're allowed on the road by yourself. Some of y'all shouldn't be, but that's not the point. We all need guidance somewhere. So be a tastemaker. I feel like that's where I do feel like that's where gamers who are really into the culture got to do a better job. We can't just be like, I will rag on ball and gun gamers that have bad takes, but I also do be trying to put people on the cool shit too. I always recommend, as much as I talk about what I don't like, I always talk about what I do like. Niggas just choose not to hear that shit. Shout out to Cold Cole with the super chat. He said, here's my super chat to apologize for the YouTube chat. I appreciate you. Apologizing on his behalf. Gotta do your part. Gotta do your part for the culture. My homie do that every time I put him into a new game. Cuss out the game saying it's ass, then be so determined to beat it. It's whether I think it's people lack self-awareness. They'll play a game, they're not good at it, they lack that confidence, and then what's the name? Then they'll be like, oh, this shit is ass. That's why part of the reason why Arc Raiders is caught on so well is not that it's just a good game, but it's a lot of people playing it. Everybody and their friends are playing it. So then you have somebody to play with who can teach you. Even me, when I hopped on, I had Ethos teaching me. Versus if I would have played it by myself, I probably would have been a little bit more frustrated. I would have still learned how to play it because I think I'm more patient than the average person. But yeah, if you don't have somebody helping you, it could be a bad experience, I think. But that's just my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents. Nowhere did I say fucking Elden Ring is bigger than GTA 6. GTA is probably the biggest game in the gaming industry. Nobody's talking about popularity. You could be popular and not have as much impact as some X, Y, and Z. Matter of fact, I've seen multiple clips on YouTube of some content creators giving very similar takes to mine that I've said on this stream, almost like verbatim. I'll be like, I know them niggas watch me. Like, I'll never get any credit. I know I got impact. I know I do, but I'll never get any credit. That's okay. It's fine. As long as you spreading the good gospel. We're like, that sounds familiar. They the homies, so it's cool. Have you heard of Wale's new album? Yeah, Wale's album is lit. It's cool. What else I got for you? Oh, the developers of PUBG, which ushered in this era of BR. That's right. I know a lot of y'all like to have revisionist history, but it was not Fortnite. PUBG ushered in the era of BR. Now, Fortnite did take it to an even another level, but it was PUBG. They're back with another game. PUBG's new extraction shooter looks to take on Arc Raiders and Escape from Tarkov as closed alpha tests arrives on Steam next month. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you are sick of the extraction shooter movement, it's not going anywhere. It seems like this is the new trend in gaming, and it's here to stay for a little bit. Hey, Mighty Keith dropped a video on ball and gun gamers. You know, it's funny. The video I uploaded today on YouTube, I was talking about, it was from yesterday's stream when I was ranting about Expedition 33 and how ball and gun gamers should be quiet. Somebody left a comment and they was like, I could tell you've been watching Mighty Keith because you're talking about ball and gun gamers. Like, nigga, I've been saying that what are you talking about? That's not a new term. That's a meme that's been around for like 10 years. I love Keith, but he did not invent the ball and gun gamer term. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Yeah. LOL, literally, like, we've been saying that shit on the stream, bro. I hate niggas like that, bro. Be like, bro, it's just because that's all you watch is him. Anyways, what was I about to say? PUBG Studios has announced a closed alpha test for its forthcoming extraction shooter, PUBG Black Budget. Oh, they're calling it PUBG. I'm just gonna, man, they should just call it Black Budget. That's what I'm gonna call it. Black Budget. The game promises to redefine the genre with a focus on exploration and discovery as opposed to survival and combat. It's set on a mysterious island trapped in a time loop by a supernatural phenomenon. I wonder how ball and gun gamers are going to feel about that. This is a gun game with its focus being on discovery and exploration. I can see ball and gun gamers saying, man, why fuck got the gun, man? I can't shoot it, big bro. Big bro, when we gonna shoot something? It faces stiff competition. However, as the likes of Arc Raiders and Escape from Tarkov have recently released, not to mention the parody Escape from Duck-Off, as well as the recent Battlefield and Call of Duty releases. I always thought H1Z1 started the BR thing. Yeah, if you want to do that. But I feel like H1Z1 was, outside of like a couple streamers, it wasn't that big. PUBG really was like, okay, if you want to make the argument H1Z1 started it, that's fine. But like PUBG is the one that made it go mainstream, and then Fortnite took it to like another level. But yeah, you could throw H1Z1 in there. I just don't feel like H1Z1's moment was as long or as big, so it wasn't like as super influential. Yeah, but I get you that. I get you that. Perhaps though, PUBG Studios is looking to capitalize on those successes to bolster interest in Black Budget. The test will take place on Steam for players across North America, Europe, and Asia in 2 sessions. The first being from the 12th to the 14th of December, and the second being the 19th to the 21st of December, and that's across 2 weekends. Players can sign up on Steam if you want to sign up. Here you go. Is there a trailer for this? I'm dropping the link in the chat. Let me make sure it goes to both. Then y'all should be able to see that joint. Project Black Budget, as it's initially known, was first spotted in Crafton. We don't care. Is there a trailer for this? There's no gameplay. This is just screenshots, man. Why is YouTube loading so slow? Is it loading slow for anybody else? God damn, bro. Let's see. Budget gameplay. PUBG trying to raise their name. I don't even feel like they should have did that. Everything we know about PUBG 2 revealed alpha dates gameplay. I don't think there's any gameplay. What the fuck? Why y'all reveal a game and there's no? Hey, there's me. Oh. That's my stream talking about that shit, bro. Let's go. I'm in the algorithm. What was I about to do? That's me right there. What about to do? I guess we'll look at these screenshots. That's stupid. Why they didn't put no fucking gameplay in it? This shit look crispy though. I like the art design. The lighting is immaculate. Why did it go away? Fuck. Yeah, the lighting looks really nice. But my thing is like, if it's not going, why we got guns if we ain't really shooting like that? I need some gameplay, bro. This supernatural jungle shit. It looks good. Yeah, visually it does look appealing. I just wish they would have had some gameplay. I liked PUBG, so I might be open to trying this, even though I'm not the biggest PUBG, the biggest extraction shooter fan. I did end up liking Arc Raiders, and just based off the name, the clout, I might give it a chance when it comes out. The plan to release it. Oh, we can request access. I'm gonna do that shit right now. Yeah, let's do that right now. Fuck that. Where's Steam at? Store. What is it called? Black Budget. There's no telling what GTA will do to the economy. We just have to wait and see, I guess. Sure, Anon's excited about this. That's all he want to play. It's as simple as that. If you want to register, literally just go to the play page and click request access. I'm now been registered. That's one thing I really like about Steam, man. They make it really easy to get into beta tests versus having to go to a website. Ain't nobody trying to sign up for shit, bruh. I like this. I've gotten into like 3 betas just clicking request access. I love that shit. Neo 3's PC requirements came out, and you got to be on Windows 11 to play it. I'm on Windows 11. Who's not on Windows? What are you on? XP, nigga? What are you on? Man, I gotta be on fucking the latest Windows. What about? What are you on? You on Vista? The Windows 11 hate is so forced. Y'all niggas be getting $2,000 gaming PCs with Windows 99 and 98 or whatever. That shit is fucking crazy, man. Right, What else I got for you? We'll keep an eye on this. I'm sure there'll be some gameplay shown later. I'm mad they didn't drop a gameplay trailer, but I'm sure maybe they want to roll it out to get people hyped for like the alpha test. What else I got for you? But 10, I'm gonna upgrade then. It's free. At least last I checked. I ain't pay for it. I'm gonna be honest, it's the same shit. I agree. Cammy said in the chat that the Windows 11 hate is forced. I'm not gonna go as that far because I'm not gonna discredit people who've had issues with Windows 11, but I can tell you from my personal experience, I've had no issues with Windows 11. I've been on it for the last year since I upgraded my PC. I've had no issues. But I'm not gonna say people haven't had issues. I can only tell you my experience. It's like the same shit to me. Yeah, also you need to upgrade because Windows 10 is not supported anymore. Apparently, Witcher 3 devs revealed a game. I was unaware of this, and now they're re-revealing it after it flopped the first time. When Polish developers Chronospace first unveiled the Dieselpunk game War Mechanic, the pitch seemed perfect on paper. Start the trailer with a bang, a mushroom cloud unfurls and then collapses. Present players with a juicy alternate history where Soviet Russia kills the United States president. Use grainy real world black and white footage to really sell the concept. Maybe lighten the mood a little with a yellow robot. It'll remind people of Borderlands. Chronospace couldn't have asked for a better stage for the reveal. Honestly, the Game Awards presented a grand opportunity to tell the world about a war-torn world that births specialized mechanics who can build anything. This was shown during the Game Awards. I do not remember this. This shit must have been forgettable. The trailer did okay with 55,000 views. Some indies would kill for some of that type of attention, but the proposal and its monotonous narrator didn't really land. Most of the YouTube comments are composed of baffled viewers with questions like, I probably would have been more interested if the trailer mentioned things like what type of game it was and reads the top voted comment. Man, where the trailer? Where the second trailer at? I'm not reading all this shit. Let's go. Official reveal. We gonna judge the gameplay. Yo, YouTube is what the fuck, bro? Is Cloudflare down again? Shout out to Shinra with the sub, appreciate it. Oh my god, the first thing they shown was a spider robot. You know it's gonna get, man, this shit like Arc Raiders, bro. Arc Raiders. I never seen a game with robots in it before Arc Raiders, man.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won.
Twitter was down earlier today.
Dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country. We have the finest food and equipment, the best spirit, and the best men in the world. You know, by God, I actually pity those poor bastards we're going up against. We're gonna cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. All right.
I can tell you right now, this is not my cup of tea, probably.
Now, you sons of bitches, you know how I feel. I'll be proud to lead you wonderful guys in battle anytime.
That's cool, though. You can customize the car. What are we doing in this game? Is it just a single player game? We got Arc Raiders at home. It looked like single player first person Arc Raiders. I don't know what I really looked at. War Mechanic. I just watched your Expedition 33 video. It's crazy. So many people are saying it's overrated and didn't play it. It's why this time of year is funny and also frustrating, because like these ball and gun gamers just fail to realize the Game Awards is a celebration of the culture as a whole. It's not a celebration of Call of Duty, Madden 2K, GTA 5, and Fortnite. It is a celebration of the culture. When societies collapse, 9 times out of 10 to do research, we look at the art that people created to see where their mind was as a society. When the United States collapses, historians will not be looking at Call of Duty. I hate to break it to you. Like, yo, What is this you linked in the fucking chat? Hold up. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's like these niggas, it's like these niggas want the culture to be dictated by the football jocks. It will never be. Go throw the fucking football and be quiet. And that's no disrespect, because like I like ball and gun games too. Like Battlefield 6 is actually one of my favorite games this year. It's just there's other things in life. Like I just never see. It's really weird to me that we've reached a point in society where everybody, not everybody, but there's a large portion of society that just doesn't want to read, doesn't want to comprehend, wants to purposely misinterpret the things you say and only eat fast food. When did we get to a point where it's not cool to have a home cooked meal? To me, that's what the Game Awards is. It is a celebration of the best home cooked meals. And you know, it's like the potluck, right? It's like the family potluck or the company potluck where you got a bunch of people bringing a bunch of delicious home cooked meals over and we're celebrating those. And then you got that one friend who brings a bag of chips or some cookies from Costco. We appreciate you contributing the chips in Costco, aka Call of Duty 2K, but you're not better than the baked mac and cheese. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm fucking saying, man. The bag of ice, the bag of fucking ice. Oh shit. I don't understand why that's so hard to fucking comprehend. Just go in the corner with your cookies, nigga, and be quiet. The pre-cut salad kit, the Wendy's chili. They be the friend that get a big bowl of Wendy's chili and bring it over and said, I made it myself. No, you didn't, bro. No, you fucking didn't. That's all I'm saying. I hope people understand it. I'm never, because I feel like some people got that misconstrued too. I like pizza too. I like chips too. I'm just saying sometimes, you know, I want a home cooked meal. And I don't understand why we are so anti-home cook. What's this though? What you link me? Former Xbox executive and Blizzard boss urges Valve to please just let third parties use Steam OS to make their own Steam machines. Steam OS will take off and your store revenue will only go up. No. I'm not. Oh, of course, Mike Ybarra. This nigga needs to shut up, bro. First of all, I knew this. Of course. All right. So if you don't know who Mike Ybarra is, this is the former Blizzard boss who last year said that he wishes that we could donate to game devs after beating the game. He beat Elden Ring and he was like, you ever feel like you played a game so much and you just wish you could send them a donation? Yeah, that $70 that I spent for the game, that was the donation. If you want game devs to get paid more, the CEO of the company should pay them more, especially because y'all generating more money than ever. You're not getting no fucking money from me. So this is the same dumbass that said that shit last year, got another shit take, bruh. The reason we are excited about the upcoming Steam machine is because it's doing the polar opposite of what the last one did. The last one was a license that they pumped out to a bunch of people. So there was 15 different configurations. There's one Steam machine console. It's less confusion. We don't want that. The point of console is to be simplified. That's why the Steam machine failed. It was too complicated. So no, you be quiet. You be fucking quiet. Shout out to King King with the super chat, as well as Jonathan Henry with the super chat. King said, I hear Expedition 33 is sweeping. Yeah, it won Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks Awards. Golden Joysticks is like the second biggest game awards. And then Jonathan said, folks will pay for Game Pass and have all those games and still complain ain't no games to play. All the options are in front of you. Yeah, that's why I don't want to hear nothing about accessibility. You got millions of people subscribe to Game Pass and don't play most of the games on that bitch. They just wait for only the AAA games and talk about they bored. Bro, open your mind. It's right there. Why would Valve let third parties officially use Steam OS when it's literally made for Valve's hardware? It's running on anything beyond that. Nah, we don't. I don't want 15 different Steam machines trying to compare. Like, because then at that point you're just buying different types of pre-builds. Nah, we want one experience that's going to be optimized, and game devs are going to know how to make games for it. We're good off this. So I disagree with that joint. I don't know about this war mechanic game. If you're looking forward to Prince of Persia, the remake, 5 years later, Ubisoft's much delayed Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake gets the closest thing yet to a release date. It's hard to believe it's been over 5 years since Ubisoft unveiled its much delayed Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake, but we're now one step closer to an actual release date, with Ubisoft's latest financial results narrowing its launch down to Q4 of its current financial year. For those who haven't been following the whole Sands of Time remake saga, it was initially revealed in September of 2020 when it was expected to arrive in January of 2021. However, the less than positive response to its announcement trailer led Ubisoft to make the first of what would be many delays. 3 years later, the In Battle project was shifted from Ubisoft Pune to Mumbai to Ubisoft to Montreal, which is seemingly rebooted from scratch, and last year brought some promising updates. We learned that the remake was deep in development and it was definitely still targeting a 2026 release date. What's the end of their financial year? Is it like mid next year? They're not saying the end of this year. They're saying the end of Ubisoft's financial year. So it depends on how they track it. Which brings us to Ubisoft's latest delay and earnings report, featuring a couple updates of the company's release date. Beyond Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, imminent from the Ashes expansion. Who cares? The publisher has 4 titles scheduled to release in the fourth quarter of its current 2025-2026 financial year. Those games are Rainbow Six Mobile, The Division Resurgence, an unnamed title, widely believed to be the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and yes, the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. All of which to say that 5 years after its original announcement, the Sands of Time remake was the closest thing to a release. If I had to predict, barring any future delays, it'll be launching sometime between January 1st and March 31st. So that's Q4 for them. So early spring at the latest. Have you seen D&D bookmarked? I don't even know what that is. Dungeons and Dragons bookmarked? What is that? Can't wait to see that Avatar DLC. Yeah, I can't wait to see that Avatar DLC off stream, bruh. Why wouldn't we have another Watch Dogs like 2? Shaking my head. Because Watch Dogs 2 was the worst selling one in the series. Ironically, because it's the best one in the series. Unfortunately, Watch Dogs 2 suffered from Watch Dogs 1's failure. Watch Dogs was the only... Watch Dogs 2 was the best one, though. Yeah, unfortunately, it failed because the first game was a flop. People didn't really like it like that. Although there's been a revisionist history. And you know what's funny about the revisionist history? I feel like I didn't really start to see people make this take online that Watch Dogs 1 is the best until people started saying Watch Dogs 2 was the best. The moment the black man started getting clout, I started seeing people say, no, Watch Dogs 1. Nah. For the longest, niggas was shitting on Watch Dogs 1, and I still like that second arc in Watch Dogs 1 was one of the worst things I've ever fucking played. I literally fell asleep playing that shit, bro. Watch Dogs 2 is the best in the series, definitively, bro. Marcus was such a well-written character. Watch Dogs 1 was better than Watch Dogs 3, though. That shit was ass. Yeah, it's coming. Y'all care about this remake? I don't know. It's coming. Yeah, everybody said it was boring, called him a bootleg Batman. And then last but not least, if you like Ninja Turtles, Paramount scraps the last Ronin Ninja Turtles movie. They wanted to Sonicify the Ninja Turtles. Ew. Interesting things are happening with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, but it's going to leave some fans upset. It looks as though Paramount, the studio that owns the property and was recently acquired by Skydance, is ready to revitalize it again. With that in mind, according to The Hollywood Reporter, the TMNT Last Ronin movie that was in development is seemingly dead now. From my understanding, it was supposed to be a live action movie. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad it was canceled because I didn't want a live action. Why make it animated, bruh? Like, I get people love the live action silly 90s shit, but I don't think they should do that again. That's my humble opinion. Tides of Annihilation looks cool, but I hope that game has Tides of Annihilation. They need to clean up that frame rate. Per the THR, Sonic the Hedgehog and the Fast and Furious producer Neil H. Mortis is taking on the heroes in a half shell in an effort, what the report calls, to Sonicify the franchise. Given the immense success of the Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy of movies, this shouldn't come as a surprise. For adults who grew up with the Turtles and follow the story through an ultimate conclusion in The Last Ronin, though, this might be a hard pill to swallow. The Last Ronin film was going to be a R-rated adaptation of the 5-issue IW comic book that follows the story of the last Ninja Turtle standing after years of battle. It's set in the future where New York has become something of a cyberpunk totalitarian society run with bladed fists by the grandson of Shredder. The lone turtle joins forces with an older April O'Neil and her daughter and Casey, and they fight the good fight. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm good at this. I'm glad this was canceled. Live action with a tone more like the first one would work. Trying to Sonicify it, I don't like that, because if you're trying, what does that mean? Sonic is a silly movie. It's a silly kids movie. So if that's what I think of when I hear Sonicify it. And if that's what they wanted to do, that doesn't work because The Last Ronin is a depressing, sad story, bruh. It's a dark story. So like, what does it mean they were gonna? Oh, we gotta go fight the Shredder and get some pizza. Nah. It's supposed to be something that makes you feel something. But what about the Last Ronin game? That's supposed to be still in the makes though. I'm all for that though. This just makes the animation movie that follows the comic. Just make this an animation movie that follows the comic. Ding ding ding. Just make it animated. These niggas trying to Sonicify the last. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Especially at the Mario and Sonic. They want the family and kid demographic, and it's just not that. I think this was just piss off fans. I don't want the Last Ronin. I need the live action Ninja Turtles movie, but they're not Sonicifying the Last Ronin. Yeah, it's canceled, so it doesn't matter. It ain't coming if you were looking for it. This is the only ninja we recognize, Ryu.